Hello friends, myself Professor Shantaya Gurmat, Department of Botany, MGVC Arts, Commerce and Science College, Muddebihara, Karnataka State. Friends, today's class we discuss about biogeochemical cycles. First one is nitrogen cycle. The more or less circular paths of the chemical elements passing back and forth between organisms and environment are known as biogeochemical cycle. Bio refers to living organisms and geo to the rocks, soil, air, and water of the earth. Geochemistry is an important physical science concerned with the chemical composition of the earth and exchange of elements between different parts of the earth's crust and its oceans, rivers, and so on. Biogeochemistry is thus the study of the exchange of chemical materials between living and non living components of the biosphere. In ecology and earth science, a biogeochemical cycle is a pathway by which a chemical substance is turned over or moves through the biotic or biosphere. And the abiotic means lithosphere, atmosphere, and hydrosphere. Components of the earth. There are biogeochemical cycle elements calcium, carbon, hydrogen, mercury, nitrogen, oxygen, phosphorus, selenium, etc. Iron and sulfur molecular cycles for water and silica. Macroscopic cycles such as the rock cycle as well as human induced cycles for synthetic compounds such as polychlorinated biphenyl PCB. The living factors of the plant can be referred to collectively as the biosphere. All the nutrients such as carbon, nitrogen, oxygen, phosphorus, and sulfur used in ecosystems by living organisms are a part of a closed system. Therefore, these chemicals are recycled instead of being lost and replenished constantly, such as in the open system. First, we discuss about nitrogen cycle. The nitrogen cycle is the biogeochemical cycle by which nitrogen is converted into multiple chemical forms as it circulates among the atmosphere, terrestrial, and marine ecosystems. The conversion of nitrogen can be carried out through both biological and physical processes. Important processes in the nitrogen cycle include fixation, ammonification, nitrification, and denitrification. The majority of the Earth's atmosphere, 78%, is atmospheric nitrogen, making it the largest source of nitrogen. However, atmospheric nitrogen has limited availability for biological use, leading to a scarcity of usable nitrogen in many types of ecosystems. The nitrogen is of particular interest to ecologists because nitrogen availability can affect the rate of key system process, including primary production and decomposition. However, most of the nitrogen in soils and biota originated in the atmosphere and has accumulated the millions of years in which nitrogen fixation is carried out by symbiotic bacteria in plant roots and to a lesser extent by free living soil bacteria, means cyanobacteria, blue green algae, also fix nitrogen and are much significance in aquatic systems. Some terms have multistellic gut microflora which fix atmospheric nitrogen. Specialized widespread soil bacteria play vital roles in nitrification, its oxidation of the ammonium compounds produced by decomposition to nitrite. Some bacteria oxidize ammonium ions means NH4 to nitrite NO2, and others complete the process by converting NO2 to NO3 means nitrite. These chemoautotrophs obtain energy from such transformations. Denitrifying bacteria reduces nitrate to gaseous nitrogen in anaerobic conditions, returning a small production of that circulating in the biosphere to atmosphere. Impact of human activities on a nitrogen cycle. Number 1, we add a large amount of nitrogen into the atmosphere by burning any fuel at high temperature. In the atmosphere, nitrogen can be converted to NO2 has and HNO3, which returns to the Earth's surface as damaging acid rain. We add nitrogen to atmosphere through the action of atmospheric bacteria on livestock wastes and commercial inorganic fertilizers applied to soil. This gas can warm the atmosphere and deplete oxygen O3 in the stratosphere, ozone. NO3 in inorganic fertilizers can leach through the soil and contaminate groundwater, which is harmful to drink, especially infants and children. We release a large amount of nitrogen stored in soils, plants, and gaseous compounds into the stratosphere through destruction of the forests, grasslands, and wetlands. We impair aquatic ecosystems by adding excess nitrates in agricultural runoff and discharge from municipal sewage systems. We remove nitrogen rich crops, irrigate crops, and burn or clear grasslands and forests before planting crops. We discuss nitrogen cycle. Here the atmospheric nitrogen is fixed by bacteria in plant roots, means particularly leguminous members, and some soil-borne bacteria can fix the atmospheric nitrogen. That process converted into an ammonium, and ammonium is converted into nitrates by the process of nitrification. The nitrites are converted into nitrates by nitrifying bacteria. Nitrates are the usable to plants, means assimilation. Plants can utilize plant body or animal body nitrogen containing organic compounds, the process of decomposers, then conversion of the ammonium, the process is ammonification. Then some denitrifying bacteria can fix nitrates into free nitrogen, that is known as denitrifying bacteria. This is about the nitrogen cycle. Thank you friends. We meet in the next video.